Okay, today we're going to take a look at a Tschudin grinder. This machine is made in Switzerland. This is a model HTG 400, meaning it has 400 millimeters or approximately 24 inches between centers. The center height here from the point down is about 4 inches, giving us an 8-inch swing. So this is a 24 by 8-inch grinder. It's equipped with a fold-down ID grinding attachment. This is a higher precision workhead than the standard model. They made two models, a standard workhead and a high precision workhead. This is also live and dead with the pulling of a little lever in the back, which I'll show you on our video. Obviously this is your in-feed hand wheel. This is a little clutch here. When you want to work by hand, you disengage. When you want to go automatic, you put this, you engage this. You have a fine feed dial on the side here, which moves your dead stop pin, which will stop the machine at 0. And if you need to remove a little more or a little less material, you make an adjustment here. The hand wheel has a fine in-feed also for shoulder grinding up against the shoulder. That's also an option. Over here, mounted here, is an adjustable stop for doing shoulders also with a dial indicator, so you can precisely go back to the same spot each time. These are your sliding dogs. There is a splash guard that goes here that we don't have on right now. Variable speed workhead. When you rotate this dial, you changed your speed. Here's your grinding wheel. Now this takes a 12-inch grinding wheel. Your tailstock, a table-mounted dresser. This is for dressing the wheel. All your controls are located right here, central on the machine. Your on and off buttons over here. So I'm going to go ahead and start the hydraulic pump, which is mounted inside the machine behind this cover. And then the grinding wheel. So this lever here controls the whole cycle of the machine. When we want to bring this head moves forward about 50 millimeters. Each time you go back and forth. Next click over begins the rotation of the workhead, and the final one, we start our in-feed. In-feed is adjustable here, from slowing it down to barely anything. It has an automatic spark out. After it reaches 0, the time is set on the potentiometer dial to give the amount of time for the machine to stay at 0. So now we're at 0, and it kicks out automatically, and the head goes back, and the workhead stops. We shut the feed off for the plunge, and we get our table moving here. And at each table reversal, we feed. Again, when it gets down to 0, it'll spark out. There is a selector switch here to say to spark out on the right side or the left side of the workpiece. So that just goes back and forth like that, with this feeding down. Okay, I'm going to stop that now because that takes quite a while. When you need to make a major size adjustment, you would loosen these two knobs in the center of the dial, and then you could rotate your dial. Once you've touched your workpiece and cleaned it up, and now you need to mic it and take off another 10 thousandths, you would loosen these knobs, make your 10 thousandths adjustment, tighten this back up again. As far as the swing down attachment, ID attachment goes, we probably want to take the tailstock off because it's going to be in the way. I'll just remove this. I'll slide this dresser over. And then we loosen this star knob here, bring the head down, lock it in, and the switch for this is on the top. Oh. That's your ID spindle. Now at the back of the machine, there is a device that when you're going to use this, you have to adjust it so that when you finish the cycle, that the slide will not move back to 50 millimeters. That's a safety. Otherwise, you could be inside of a bore, and at the end of the cycle, this would go back and break off your quill inside your bore. So they have a retraction limitation device, which is a knob on the back that you have to screw all the way in when you bring the head forward. Because what you don't want is for this to come back and forth inside your workpiece like it's doing right there. I would come forward with this in your setup, use your hand wheel manually to bring your slide back, getting your grinding wheel where you want it, and then you lock the thing in the back position, and at the end of the cycle, the infeed dial will retract, and the main one will not go back with the 2-inch stroke as a safety. So there you have it, the coolant tank on the side. That's the Tschudin HTG 400, a very nice machine, in very nice condition. Thank you.